Topic is journal. So we will know about this journal. So first, what is the meaning of journal? What are the objectives? Okay, what is the format of journal and how to write transactions in journal? So journal is what first step of an accounting. So this journal is also known as a primary book of accounts or a book of virginal entry. So this journal is also known as what? Known as primary book is first book. Primary books of accounts. Primary books of accounts or book of virginal entry. Book of virginal entry. Okay, so journal is also known as a primary book of accounts and book of virginal entry. So with increasing the size of business, the number of transactions are also increases. So it is very difficult for a human being to remember all those transactions. Suppose on this date, on 29th, and 29th December, and this day total number of transactions are like 50, from tomorrow is 70 and after tomorrow is 90, like that. Whenever you have to at the end of the month you have to write journal entries, at that time this you have to did not remember all those things, because it is very difficulty to remember all those transaction on which date, on which time. In recording journal we have to follow a chronological order, that is date wise, time wise. Okay, so on this day to day we have to write transactions in the journal. For writing journal entries in this book, it is very useful while we have to prepare the final accounts. Okay, next is the transactions can be recorded directly in the ledger. What are the transactions are writing in this book? These entries are directly posted into the ledger accounts. Okay, so write the meaning of the journal. The book the book in which the book in which all the all the business transactions all the business transactions are first recorded in chronological order, means date wise. Chronological order is called journal. Okay, so this journal is derived from the French word jar means a day. So journal means a daily record of business transactions. Journal is derived from the French word jar, which means which means a day, which means a day. So journal means a daily record of business transactions. Daily record of a business transactions. Okay. What is transactions? An activity of the business is called transactions, like purchases of machinery, purchases of materials, or sales, paid rent. Okay, so this is a meaning of the transaction. So in the journal we have to record of an activity of the business. Okay, so next is, what are the objectives of journal? Objectives of journal. Objectives of journal. Objectives are, first objective is complete record of each transaction. Complete record of each transaction. Complete record of each transaction as a proof. As a proof. Next is ledger hosting. Next is correct knowledge. These are the objectives of journal. See, first one is what? Complete record of each transaction. Okay, so that we have to follow the double entry system. Okay, double entry system means what? Every debit as there must be corresponding credit. Corresponding credit. So in this we have several rules will be there now. Rules of accounting means what? We have three rules will be there. For personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. For real account, what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. For nominal account, what is the rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Okay, while we have to write the transactions in the books of accounts, we have to follow the double entry system. Double entry system means what? It is a complete and scientific system of the bookkeeping, and Okay, so complete record of each transaction. So we have to date wise complete record of each business transaction is recorded in the journal. Okay, suppose like in that problems will give it phone, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, like this given, we have to record a date wise. So date wise record of each business transaction is recorded in journal. Summary of each transaction is also written, which is known as a narration. Okay, what is the meaning of narration? After writing entry at the end, uh, after that we have to write narration. What is the meaning of the narration? Narration means what? A brief explanation of the entry is called as a narration. Like the purchases of goods value is this much and sold goods to some person. So whatever it will be there, we give brief explanation of the transaction is known as a narration. Okay, so this narration is helpful in getting full information about the transaction. Well, the accountant at the end, he don't know what about that entry. Just we have to write debit credit at the end of the month while checking the transaction. Accountant don't know what type of this transaction, for what purpose we have to write this transaction. At the end we did not remember those entries now, so for that future use we have to write the narration is okay. So on this purchases of some goods at these prices or sold goods to this person on credit on cash, whatever it is, we have to write like a brief explanation. So this narration is helpful in getting full information about the transaction, is known as a complete record of each transaction. Next is as a proof. As a proof means what? Proof. Suppose whenever we have to prepare final accounts, so it is a first book, it is a first step, we have to identify the transactions and write into the books of accounts. So these books of accounts is the proof now. Suppose in future any disputes will be getting among two or more parties, it will be useful at that time. Next is ledger hosting. Ledger hosting means what? To prepare ledger from journal is easier than preparing directly from voucher. So okay, so in journal we have to write the journal entries. Okay, so depending upon these journal entries we have to prepare an ledger accounts, where we have to prepare a ledger. From taking these journal entries we have to prepare ledger accounts. Okay, so for writing journal entries in these books it is easier while preparing accounts in the ledger. So at the time chances of mistakes or errors are very less when we post the entries in the ledger. Okay, next is correct knowledge. Correct knowledge means what? Who are the person will preparing this book, he have an sufficient knowledge regarding to this, because each and every transaction is recorded by debiting and crediting two accounts. For every transactions there must be an two. Now what is that? One is debit and second one is an credit. So this helps in knowing which two accounts are affected by the transaction. For each entry affected by two accounts. Okay, now, what is a pro forma of this journal? What is a pro forma of this journal. Proforma of journal. So these proformas are very important. Okay, you have to draw with pencil. So there will be 5 columns in the journal. So first column is date and second column is particulars and third column is ledger folio and fourth column, fifth column debit amount, credit amount. Okay, so that this proforma of journal will contain 5 columns. So that first one is date. You have to write the date here. Next, particulars. Okay, so under this particulars, 2 aspects of transaction will be there. That is debitor recorded, creditor recorded in first 2 lines. So that for every debit aspect is written in the first line with a debit at the end of the column, and the second line starts with 2 and the credit aspect is written in this line. So the second line starts a few spaces away from this margin of the first line. So creditor is not written at the end of this column. Only the, okay, I will explain. So after that particulars, so this LF. LF means what? Ledger folio. LF. So debit amount, debit amount, credit amount. Okay, so coming to here, date. So the date on which a particular transaction takes place is recorded here. Okay, and means which date you have to purchase this, which date you have to sales. So that like is 29th 12 2020. Okay, purchase goods for cash. Okay, per entry. So that transaction is what? On this date, purchase goods for cash. You have to purchase some goods. In return, what you have to pay? You have to pay cash. What will be the comes in? Purchases will comes in. What is going on? Cash is going on. So for that we have to write entry is what? The purchases account data to cash account. So here 2 aspects will be there now. Purchases, cash. Okay, see here, 2 lines will be there. So that 2 lines, on that first line at the end we have to write the debit. Okay, for debit is, so on this transaction purchases now, purchases account. Okay, at the end we must write debit. Okay, purchases account data, at the end we must write debit. Okay, every debit aspect is written in the first line with a word of debit at the end of this. Okay, and this like second line starts with 2. The second line starts a few space away from the margin of the first line. So you have to start here. Okay, you have to leave some space from the margin to cash account. So for cash account at the end we did not write credit. Okay, just you have to write to cash account. Okay, purchases account debtor to cash account. So debits means what? It is an a debit aspects. To means what? It is an a credit aspect. Okay, So this ledger folio, so we did not use this ledger folio. When we use this means whenever in generally whenever we goes to the companies shopkeepers directly we will prepare now, so in this we have to just do the problems. So at that time, so this ledger folio means what, ledger accounts page numbers means purchase account will be there. So in that ledger we have to prepare purchase account now. So on which page you have to, where we have to prepare that purchases account, like in one book is there that page number is 54 is recorded in the purchase book, okay, on 54 page they have to prepare ledger account, and cash account will be prepared in some 23 page number, okay. This ledger folio means what, page numbers where we have to prepare an accounts, okay. Next is debit amount. So amount is like 50,000, and this debit amount only where we have to write debit on that column only we have to write the amount is rupees 50,000, not in credit column, okay. Next to cash account 2 means what, it is an a credit now, so we have to write the amount in credit column, okay. After writing these amounts we must tally debit credit, okay, 50,000 50,000, okay. And this way we have to write the entry. Next we have to must write the narration, okay. We must write the narration. Narration means we have to brief explanation of the entry now. So that narration is starts with being. What is the explanation, what is the transaction, purchased goods for cash, okay. So brief explanation will be there now. Being goods are being goods are purchased for cash, you have to write the amount like rupees 50,000, okay. Being goods are purchased for cash, okay. So this is a, you have to write an entry. So after completed this entry you have to draw these two lines, okay. One entry is completed. Likewise you have to write all the journal entries whatever given in the question, okay. Next here, various types of journal entries, okay. Next is various types of journal entries. Various types of journal entries. So in journal entries also several types will be there. See here what are that several types are. So under that first one is simple entry. Simple entry means what, that before we have to write only simple entry means where one account is debit and one account is credit in an entry, so that entry is called as an a simple, okay. Where we have to two accounts will be there, that two accounts must be, one is debit and second one is credit, so that entry is what, simple entry. And next is compound entry. Compound entry means what, when similar nature of transactions takes place on the same date. Okay, on the same date, two or three transactions will be there, so that are the known as a compound entry. Okay, so then in placing of a passing a separate entry for each transaction, we pass only one combined entry, which is known as a compound entry. Okay, so on this 29th December, what's that? Wait, I will say one example. Okay, for this compound entry, example is purchased building rupees 50,000 and purchased furniture 10,000 for cash. Okay, on this date we have two purchases. Now for writing passing of a separate entry for each transaction, under this compound entry we pass only one combined entry, which is known as a compound entry. Then what is a entry for purchased building, purchased furniture? Entry is what? Building account data 50,000, furniture account data 10,000 to cash account, okay, 60,000. Or else write example, purchased building rupees 50,000 and purchased furniture rupees 10,000 for cash. Okay, so on this date two transactions will be there. For that we have to write one entry. What's that entry is? Buildings. When we have to purchase, what comes in? Buildings come in, so that buildings account data. When you have to purchase furniture, you have to bring furniture now, so furniture account data. What's going on? Cash is going on, so on that credit to cash account. So that buildings amount is how much? 50,000, and that furniture amount is how much? 10,000, and that cash amount is how much? Total is 60,000. Okay, so this is a compound entry. Okay, so this is compound entry. Next is opening entry. Next is opening entry. Opening entry means what? So our at the end we have to prepare final accounts. Okay, so this year closing balances will be the next year opening balances. Okay, so at the end of the year we prepare accounts. Now for that accounts, how much you have balance left, okay, that balance will be the next year opening balances. Okay, so it is an entry which is passed to bring forward the balances of previous year on the first day of this new year. In this entry, all assets are debited and all liabilities are credited. If the total of the debit side is more than the credit side, the differences is known as the capital, and the amount of credited to the capital reserve account. Okay, next, if the total of the credit is more than the total of the debit, it is that any differences is there, that will be debited in goodwill account. see here, I'll tell one example. Suppose you some assets are there, some liabilities are there. Like assets are cash 20,000. Machinery is an asset. That machinery is 40,000. Furniture furniture is 10,000. Any bill is receivable, so that bill's receivable is 20,000. Okay, these are the asset balances. Now leave some space and coming to the creditors. To bills payable, so that bills payable amount is 20,000. To overdraft balances, is 30,000. Okay, so these are the assets balances, these are the liabilities balances. Suppose, okay, so for sorry, make it an equal. Okay, so this is one type of an account. At the end we must tally the debit credit. In this problem, is it tallied debit and credit? So debit is how much? 40, sorry, 40 plus 20, 60, 70, 80, 90,000 is the debit balances, and the credit balances is 50,000. In this, which is higher? Debit side is higher and the credit side is lower. Suppose if the total of the debit side is more, so in this problem debit side is more than the credit side, the difference amount is there na. How much is the difference? Is 90,000 minus 50,000, 40,000 is getting difference. So that 40,000 is what? The difference is known as an a capital, where we have to write the difference amount, where we have to less. So on this credit side is less, so we have to write here 40,000 to capital. To capital is 40,000. Suppose same as here, so that bills payable is 30,000 is it? Okay, so the total of the credit side is how much? 1 lakh, and the total of the debit side is how much? 90,000. Is it tally? No. Suppose if this credit side is more than the debit side, the difference amount is there na, that amount is known as a goodwill amount. How much is difference getting here? 10,000 is getting here. Okay, this 10,000 amount is known as what? Goodwill. This 10,000 amount is known as a goodwill. Okay, then total of the debit and credit is how much now? 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Okay, this is a opening entries. Okay, the next is adjustment entries. Adjustment entries. Adjustment entries, where we have to use these adjustment entries. I think all of you know, in your for inter first year you will prepare final accounts now. At that time we will prepare final accounts, the given trial balance. In that adjustments means what? Extra information. Okay, the businessman had to adjust it with these amounts. Okay, so at that time we use these adjustment entries. Okay, for the preparation of final accounts at the end of each year, every businessman has to make adjustments for any outstanding or any prepaid expenses, accrued incomes, unearned incomes, or any depreciation of fixed assets, any interest on loan, capital. Okay, so these entries passed for this purpose are knowing as a adjustment entries. Okay, so these adjustment entries will be used in final accounts. At that time I will explain clearly. Okay, these are the various types of journal entries. Simple entry. Simple entry means what? Only one debit and one credit is there, then that entry is known as a simple entry. Compound entry means what? On that one day there will be incur several transactions, that is true. See here, on this date only how many debits will be there? Two debits will be there, one credit will be there. Okay, means what? On this date several purchases will be there, that purchases are made in the cash. Okay, then that time is what? Buildings account data, furniture account data to cash account. For passing a separate entry for each transaction, we pass only that one combined entry. For writing individual entries, what are the individual entries? Like is buildings account data to cash account 50,000 50,000. For furniture account data to cash account 10,000 10,000. So it's a waste of time for preparing these two accounts separately. That's why we pass only one combined entry, is known as a compound entry. Next is opening entry. Opening entry means what? So these are forward balances. Forward balances means what? So this year, so this 31st December will be there. So on this 31st December, 50,000 balance is the remaining is here. So that 50,000 balance is the next year opening balances on 1st January 2021. Okay. In this opening entries, like we have to find out the goodwill or find out the capital. Okay, this is a process of journal. From tomorrow onwards we will start the problems. Okay, so for writing journal entries, first of all we should see and classify the nature of transaction from the business point of view. Whenever we have to write one transaction, so first we have to think from the business point of view. Okay, whether it has been taken place or not, whether it can be expressed in money or not. Okay, whether it affects of transactions on the business or not. So first we nature of means we identify the transaction. Okay, next step is what? Where two or more accounts will be affected by the transactions or not. Okay, after identifying we have to select the accounts. Okay, selected accounts means we have three types of accounts will be there na. So the transactions, is it really relating to that personal account or a real account or a nominal account? Suppose that transaction is relating to the personal account, what is the rule we have to follow? Okay, suppose the transaction is relating to real account, what is the rule? What we write in debit and what we write in credit. Okay, so to determine this effect, after selecting the type of account, we effect is determined whether the items are coming in or going out of the business transaction, whether the amount is, whether the business is a receiver or giver, whether the business has made expenses or any income earned. Okay, so after this all, at the end the rules of this generalizing or applied as per this type and effect. At the end, after writing transaction, we have to write the narration. Okay, from next class we start the problems. Okay, don't confuse now, it will be very easily understanding while doing the problems. Okay, this is our class today.